I'm Senior Airman Anthony Dvorak, and I'm an electrical systems journeyman. Both of my grandfathers and majority of my older cousins were military, so it just seemed like the right choice. I joined the Air Force straight out of high school. I was 19 years old. At the time, my older brother joined the Air Force 2 years before me, and while I was on the fence between college and military, he told me he loved it. So from there, it was just an easy choice to go Air Force. I never even really considered any other branch. My favorite part of my job would have to be the sense of accomplishment and the teamwork. Sometimes we get jobs where half the power on base goes out and we really have to come together as a team, and so really getting to get that camaraderie from my other wingmen is a great feeling once we complete a really big job like that. One thing I'd want people to know about my job is that although it's dangerous, we can make it safe by utilizing each other as a team and working together, the challenge it brings. And here on Holloman, we actually do work on high voltage, which is extremely dangerous and one of the most common fatalities in this career field. But when we use our proper PPE and talk to each other and communicate, it can actually be very safe and very rewarding. The most difficult part of my job would probably be constantly learning every day. You never really get that sense that you truly understand the job, but it's also a great part of the job. That, and I'd have to say troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is where something goes wrong, we need to fix it, and when we go through the most common fixes and that doesn't take care of the problem, we have to go really in depth, and that can sometimes take up to an entire day or maybe even a week. A misconception about my job would probably be that it's easy or that anyone can do it. Which is just not the truth. In reality, it's a very difficult job, and since we work with electricity that can harm you or even kill you, you need to have a respect for it or maintain a respect for it. I've deployed twice, once to Kyrgyzstan and once to Afghanistan. When I was deployed, the experience change was very different for Afghanistan, but it was almost the same for Kyrgyzstan. When I was in Kyrgyzstan, I was maintaining base operations, so basically the same thing I do here. And in Afghanistan, I was actually going to different foreign operating bases and tearing down clamshell and big top tents, which I did almost no electric work. So it just goes to show you never know what you're going to do when you deploy. My favorite part about being deployed would probably be all the different people you get to meet and kind of get to know the different walks of life people have, and probably the shape you get in. Since there's not much to do there, all you really end up doing is working out. My job affects the mission critically. Without power, not much can go on. We maintain power for everything between cooling, heating, even something as simple as lighting or receptacles, because without that, you can't use your computer, you can't see, especially on hot days. I know people really want that AC, so yeah, we can't really continue without us. My time in the military, I'd have to say, has probably taught me how to be a leader. Before joining the Air Force, especially since I just came out of high school, I was definitely a follower, but slowly but surely I'm starting to become a leader.